I'd like to next present the Builders Trust Fund Awards. And, when I call your name, if you can come up again and wait for a photograph, that'd be great. The first award goes to the Coquitlam Lions Care Society, $3,000. And to accept the award will be Stephanie Harper, an art therapist. The second goes to the Children of the Streets Society, $3,000. And that will be accepted by Christabel Cho, Fund Development Coordinator. The third, the Coquitlam Aboriginal Education Program by Malcolm Key, Aboriginal Community Program Coordinator. Mountain View Elementary School, Marsha Arnold, Acting Principal. Vancouver International Children's Festival. Representatives of the festival aren't able to attend with us this evening. The Coquitlam Lions Care Center. This grant will support an art therapy project to help the care center residents to express their thoughts or feelings in a verbal or non-verbal way. Drawing, painting, sculpting, or discussing art of various media used to help improve cognition, focus, and motor control. Art groups also encourage socializing and story sharing, which can alleviate loneliness and depression. Children of the Street Society. This grant will support the Society's Taking Care of Ourselves, Taking Care of Others program through interactive sessions aimed at building critical thinking skills for children and youth ages 10 through 18. Led by youth facilitators and using skits, role plays, and interactive games, the sessions explore topics including media influence and advertising, drugs and alcohol, gangs, sexual exploitation, peer-to-peer empowerment, global citizenship, as well as technology and social media. Coquitlam Aboriginal Education Program. Red Wolf Spirit Adventures Summer Program will provide 6 one-week summer programs for Aboriginal students from the Coquitlam School District. These camps will provide a balance of cultural, educational, recreational, and social activities. The objective of these programs is to continue to engage students in out-of-class learning experiences, to remain connected throughout the summer months, and to continue to build a positive relationship that will reinforce a positive learning environment for the upcoming school year. Mountain View Elementary School. Funding received by this elementary school will be used to purchase reading materials to enhance student skills in literacy. Literacy skills will be developed by giving students access to updated reading materials at beginning reading levels, materials that engage and inspire and relate to the diverse life experiences of the student. Vancouver International Children's Festival. For too many children, the magic of seeing a show live on stage, discovering a new skill, or enjoying a day of just plain fun is beyond their imagination. This grant will support the festival's Adopt a Class project and help Coquitlam Elementary School children from low-income families to have access to the festival's arts and cultural performances. I'd just like to invite Jack Trumley, Chair of the Coquitlam Library Board, and Sylvana Harwood, Acting Director of the Library, up to the stage, please. A few months ago, a grant of $36,000 was presented to support the building of the new City Centre Public Library, and in particular, to sponsor the new Coquitlam Foundation Awards, a multi-purpose room outfitted with interactive equipment. I'd just like to recognize Jack and Sylvana as recipients of that award. The next award is the Heritage Fund Award. And please excuse my French. It's $1,500 to Les Écoles du Pacifique. And here to accept the award is Daniel Bouchard, President. Come down. The choir will produce the 16 movement suite El Sapella Marie by the Franco-Albertan composer France Levessier-Wimet. The concerts taking place May 2014 in Coquitlam and Vancouver. The suite was written to acknowledge and honor the contributions of women whose day-to-day faith and perseverance built Western Canada's Francophone communities. Production of this masterpiece, premiere in BC, will be a significant tribute to the Malcolm.
So please join me once again in congratulating all the recipients of the Donor Advised Fund and the recipients of the Coquitlam Foundation 2013 Awards. And if you were doing the math, that was $113,000. Pretty good. So before we go any further, we're getting to the end, by the way, in case you're getting a little restless. We do have some acknowledgements and some more descriptions, information to share with you. And we do need to talk about all of our community partnerships that such an important foundation to the foundation. And to describe that, maybe work in another use of the word foundation, we welcome back our chair, Julie Fisher.
Thank you. The foundation depends on community partners to help support us, as well as individual donations. And tonight we'd like to recognize two community partners. The first partner is the Coquitlam Centre. This spring, the Coquitlam Foundation was pleased to again be part of the annual Unwind tasting event at Coquitlam Centre on May 4th. It was a very successful event. If you have not been, it's great, and it's getting larger, and great tasting of food and local drinks. The funds that are raised from the Unwind event are for bursary funds to local students and to support the Coquitlam Foundation and Douglas College Foundation. And this year, the funds to be directed to the Coquitlam Foundation will be over $10,000. So I'd like to just ask Doug Tannehill to please stand. Doug is the Guest Services Manager at Coquitlam Centre. I just want to say thank you to General Manager Franca Eyre, who could not be here tonight, and Marketing Director Deborah Stetz, as well as Doug Tannehill and your whole team of volunteers for another successful event supporting higher education and our community. So thank you very much. And next, if she's here, I'd like to invite Natasha Cook and Brian Beasley to the stage. I'm not sure if they've arrived. We're running a bit early, which is great. Is anyone from Milestones here? Okay, I'm sorry. They were expecting to drop in. They have another event tonight, so they may not have been able to make it. But this spring, on April 23rd, as a fundraiser, their first fundraiser, Milestones Coquitlam offered a delicious 3-course meal and entertainment and silent auction items, and raised from that event $2,100 to support the Coquitlam Foundation. So we'd like to thank Milestone's Manager of Guest Experience, Natasha Cook, and their chef, Brian Beasley, also Jade, Jessica, Rochelle, and the entire Milestone staff and team for hosting this fundraising event in support of the Coquitlam Foundation and our community. So thank you very much.
Thanks, Julie. So, quite a night and quite a celebration of philanthropy. Do you want to make a difference in the community? You can work with us then. Like James Gordon Stewart, through a bequest or a donation from the Coquitlam Centre's Unwind event, you can make a contribution to help your neighbors. Through a charitable initiative as simple as a one-time donation to the Coquitlam Foundation's general fund, or as profound as the establishment of an endowment fund, the foundation can help invest your philanthropic dollars. In doing so, it can provide a unique opportunity for those who wish to support the community they value and to leave a legacy for the future. The foundation accepts individual and corporate donations. You can always learn more about the ways you can contribute to the community, please, by picking up a foundation donation brochure. I think there's some in the upstairs near the entrance, or visiting the Coquitlam Foundation's website. It's that hard to remember, coquitlamfoundation.com. And there are many people who made this evening the memorable evening that it was, and I'd like to extend some thanks before we conclude. To the Evergreen Cultural Center for their long-standing hospitality for our awards celebration. To Fred Sufi in Paso Polo, the reception sponsor, great food again. To Jesse Casimir, of course, for his Celtic fiddling performance. For the Foundation's Event Committee Chair Jerry Wallace, and the Events Committee members and volunteers. To Dale Clark, our Executive Director, and Margaret Owens, Secretary, for all their behind-the-scenes work. To John Menegello, our volunteer photographer. To the media who promoted this, Tri-City News, now newspaper and Snap. And to all our donors, supporters, and volunteers, thank you for their contribution to this evening's award. And so, on behalf of the Board of Directors of the Coquitlam Foundation, I'd like to thank you all for attending tonight's ceremony and for your support. We encourage you to continue to visit and enjoy the rest of the evening upstairs. So goodbye and good night.